It's a challenge, son. That Lance says he's taking you on hand to hand.
Is there a map? Where is it?
There's no need to torture the old man any further. The map you seek was given to me.
The map. The map.
All because of a single map leading to a hidden gold mine. One man lost his life. Another had his eyelids sewn shut by the Apache and was left permanently blind. And in the end, only a Shaolin monk could bring this entire tragedy to an end. Caine's journey continues. This time, he travels to Lordsville, the town where his father once lived, hoping to reconnect with his roots.
Do you know nothing about him, Grasshopper? Your father?
He was an American. He once told me of the place where he was born. Lordsville.
Along the way, Caine discovers a man badly wounded by an arrow. But before he can even ask what happened, dozens of Apache warriors suddenly emerge from behind the rocks. They immediately draw their bows and fire arrows at him. When long-range weapons fail to bring Caine down, the tribal leader decides to challenge him to a deadly one-on-one fight. After the tribe finally retreats, Caine gets the chance to speak with the wounded man. His name is Davy Peartree. A drifter, a drunk. A man who spent his life wandering from place to place. Davy tells Caine that he recently discovered a gold mine deep within Apache territory. But while bringing some of the gold back to town, he was attacked. Knowing he won't survive, Davy hands Caine a map leading to the gold mine. He also asks Caine to return his body to town, so he can receive a proper burial. But the moment Caine arrives in Lordsville, the townspeople surround him. They accuse him of murdering Davy to steal the gold. Some of them even want to hang him right there on the spot. And they don't have a single piece of evidence. Fortunately, at that exact moment, one man steps in. He points out that Davy's wounds were clearly caused by Apache arrows. Not only that, the townspeople also finds a small pouch of gold on Davy's body. That proves Caine didn't kill him for the money. If Caine were the murderer, he would have taken all the gold long ago.
My opinion, an honest man.
Thanks to that convincing argument, Caine is finally cleared. The man introduces himself as Serenity Johnson, a preacher in Lordsville. Ironically, he doesn't even have enough money to build a church. His current home is nothing more than an abandoned warehouse. Serenity brings Caine there to rest. Inside, Caine finds countless homeless people. And Serenity is the one sheltering all of them. At first glance, Serenity seems like a genuinely good man. But the truth is far more complicated. Behind his kindness lies a deeply calculating mind. He believes Caine was the last person with Davy. Which means, the map to the gold mine is probably in his possession. The next morning, Caine goes to the town courthouse to learn more about his father. There he discovers that his grandfather is still alive. Meanwhile, Serenity begins probing for information about the map. He even uses the excuse of building a church to persuade Caine to hand it over. Caine sees right through him. But instead of getting angry, he remains calm. He quietly pulls out the map and hands it to Serenity, asking for nothing in return. To a man like Caine, someone devoted to spiritual discipline, gold means nothing. But what he doesn't realize is this: that unconditional act of kindness is about to push this greedy preacher straight into hell.
Pick us up 2 horses and a pair of pack mules.
Everything unfolds exactly as expected. Not long after, Serenity's assistant comes racing back in panic, begging for help. Serenity has been captured by the Apache. Caine rushes to the scene. And what he sees leaves him stunned. The Apache have sewn Serenity's eyelids shut. Then they left him under the blazing sun for hours. The result? He is completely blind. In the days that follow, Serenity nearly falls apart. He loses all hope. Day after day he drowns himself in alcohol and despair. But Caine refuses to abandon him. Using the teachings Master Po once passed down to him, Caine helps Serenity stand again. He teaches him how to listen to the wind, how to sense the world with his mind instead of his eyes. Little by little, Serenity begins to change. He slowly adapts to the darkness, and gradually starts finding meaning in life again. Serenity's transformation also becomes the key that helps Caine confront his own past. Eventually, Caine decides to meet his grandfather. But instead of a reunion, he is met with cold rejection. His grandfather refuses to acknowledge him. For one reason alone: half of Caine's blood is Chinese. In his grandfather's eyes, Caine's father was a traitor to the family. A man who defied everyone to marry a Chinese woman. And according to him, that decision ultimately led to his wife's death. Because of that, he refuses to accept Caine as his grandson. While everything remains at a standstill, a stranger suddenly arrives at Serenity's warehouse. He discovers that the gold Davy found is pure gold. And he also learns that Serenity once possessed the map to the mine. Driven by greed, he decides to steal the map. But at that exact moment, Caine appears.
Is there a map? Where is it?
There's no need to torture the old man any further. The map you seek was given to me.
The map. The map.
After everything he's been through, Serenity makes a life-changing decision. He chooses to change completely. Using every dollar he has saved over the years, along with the help of the homeless people he once took in, he begins building a real church. A church exactly like the one he always claimed he wanted to build. For the first time in his life, Serenity truly lives as a preacher. No more lies. No more manipulation.
We're going to build a church!
With Caine's help, the church slowly begins taking shape. And Serenity learns how to live independently, even without sight. As for Caine, he goes to his grandmother's grave and quietly waits, waiting for acceptance from his grandfather, day after day. But his grandfather continues to ignore him, until Serenity decides to confront him personally. He tells him the entire truth, that Caine's grandfather is the one responsible for all this tragedy. He drove his own son out of the house, simply because he could not accept a Chinese daughter-in-law. He has lived his life in bitterness and resentment, always blaming others, but never once daring to face himself. Those words hit him like knives straight to the conscience. Finally, he wakes up. He goes to see Caine and hands him the keepsakes that belonged to his late father. Then he reveals one final secret. Caine still has a half-brother. His name is Danny. So in the end, the preacher lost the gold mine, but he found his faith again. Caine didn't stay in his father's hometown, but he found something far more valuable than gold. A clue leading to the only family he has left. And just like that, the wanderer continues his journey. What do you think about the way Caine helped Serenity overcome the darkness? Can a person truly heal after losing everything? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.